Hello there. Hello. Happy Sunday to you. And you know what day it is when it's Sunday? That's the day that I like to bring just a little bit of message to you, my little homesters, about, just how I feel about certain scriptures. I don't have no big education about that or nothing. I just share from my heart what maybe scripture that's more meaningful for me. So I'm going to begin by telling you a story, of course. You know, when I was a young girl, I of course would go to my grandmother's, my Baba's. And oh, my Baba, she loved cats. It's the truth. She really, really liked cats. Well, she liked all animals, but especially she liked all the cats. And anyways, she had so much wild cats around her place. You know, not big bobcats, I don't mean that. But I mean kittens and little cats and what big cats and grown cats and tomcats and every kind. And they were wild. They would be in the bushes, in the barn, in the hayloft, everywhere. Well, my Baba, she would go out and she had this big tin dish, you know. She would put milk in there, she would put bread. Then she would go out and feed the cat. So I decided I could do that. So I got that dish and I went out. I'm standing there beside the Kerganas. And I'm doing just like her. Keats, 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 Keats. I'm saying it over and over again. Nothing. Not one skinny cat. Nobody came. Not one cat. Then my Baba came out. She took that and she put that in the bread and the milk and whatever, just like I did, but she filled it right up. Then she said, she went out there. She's walking, she's yelling, Keats, 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 Keats. Honest to fact. So many kittens came. They came from the barn. They came from the hayloft. They came from the bushes. They came from behind the outside toilet. They came from everywhere, every direction through the Kerganas. I don't know how much there was, and they were all coming running for my Baba, and they're even walking around her feet and everything. Oh, she's smiling. She's so happy. And they're all around her and they're eating out of that dish, falling, jumping over each other. Well, I say this to tell you this, of course. It reminds me of a scripture, one that's very special to me. It's this one. It's from John 10, verse 27. It says like this: My sheep listen for my voice. I know them and they follow me. Oh, who is this? This is Jesus talking. And he is saying that he is the shepherd and that we are his sheep, and that he knows us by name. There's a place a little earlier in there. I want you to read, if you want to. Of course, I can't make you. Just a suggestion, for goodness sakes. But if you want, you could read John 10. Go all the way maybe to chapter 2, verse 30 or whatever. Oh, in there is full of Jesus talking about himself being the great shepherd. Even knows our names. Talks about how he, a good shepherd, lays his life down for his sheep, which is what Jesus did for us. It's very beautiful. And look what I did for you here. Look who's here. Who's here? Look at that. Oh, yes. He's not real. But I just want to show you, for example, how a sheep. But you know, I was thinking how that is. You know how those cats, they wouldn't come to my voice. Because why? Because they didn't know my voice. But as soon as my Baba, she called to them, they came running. Why? Because they knew her. They knew the sound of her voice. They trusted her. They trusted her. They knew, oh, she really loves us. She's not going to hurt us. She's going to feed us. She's going to care for us. And so they well followed her. How did they come to that? Well, they got to know her, of course. And then it went from there. I was thinking how it is with our shepherd, Jesus Christ. You know, he knows us. He knows us by name. Those of us who have made that decision to get closer, to build that trust, to get to know him. How wonderful that is. Those of us who have realized, yes, this shepherd has laid down his life for me. Oh, it's all so beautiful. It really is. Oy, oy, oy. Well, that's all I'm going to say for today, except go ahead and read that if you want to. And you know, like I told you before, the scripture says, if you seek him, you will find him. When you seek him with all of your heart, then you can follow him. Well, that's it for today. You know, we are trying to stay at home still. We are trying to be distant from one another during this time of the virus. I understand that. A little by little, for some places, we're going out a little bit more. But I just want you to know that we're in this together. And you know what? I love you. God bless you. And we'll see you next week when I have a very early, because I have a special, another little fashion tip for you. Goodbye for now. Goodbye.